hi. Say hi. Say hi. You ready to get down? Yeah, they're not going to be able to withstand this whole video, so. What are you doing? No, that's for mommy. Benji, come say hi. Guys, this is Benjamin. Yeah, good boy. Good job, Benji. Okay, that was short-lived. He doesn't want to be held. Hey, you guys, it's your girl Jovi, aka Twin Mommy J, and I am so happy to have you guys back on my YouTube channel. So I have a special guest with me. Yeah. Ella, say hi. This is my daughter, Ella Grace, half of the twin dynamic duo. Benji can't really be seen right now. I'm sure y'all will see him in a minute. But I wanted to make a new video today, and here they are joining me. So I'm bringing you guys a new video. We are going to be talking about my twin breastfeeding journey and all that good stuff. So go ahead and stay tuned. All right, you guys. Again, I am a twin mom of fraternal twins, and they just turned 17 months. So I had them back in March of 2021 at 37 weeks and 4 days. So I was considered actually full term. Huge blessing, and I delivered them with no complications naturally. Yeah, I just wanted to come and talk about breastfeeding the twins and what that looked like for me. So I went all the way up until 15 months. I stopped at 15 months, and like I said, bittersweet. Taking it back to the hospital journey, the lactation at the hospital. I had them at 37 weeks and 4 days, no complications. We stayed for a couple days. So during that time, I got familiar with the lactation nurses and or specialists, and they wasted no time. As soon as I pushed these babies out, they were ready to start teaching. So I was grateful for that, but definitely information overload. And once they came to the delivery room, or once I made it back to the delivery room, fun fact, when you deliver twins, it actually has to be done in the operating room because it's high risk. So after I had the twins, we went back to the delivery room, and then that's when the lactation nurses came to meet me with the babies, and they started that skin-to-skin contact. They are trying to help the babies latch on appropriately. And speaking of latching, he did not want to latch on at all. And my daughter Ella, she latched on, but she didn't want to stay latched on. So that was the issue there. We just kept on trying lots of different techniques with their positioning, and then my positioning as well for mom. And it's still, we were quite unsuccessful, but they just kept on encouraging to, keep on trying, and to not give up with the whole attempting to breastfeed them. So we kept on trying. They even gave me a hospital grade breast pump. So when you have your baby, you don't have to bring your pump or anything to the hospital. They provide all that for you to use temporarily, just so you can get situated with how the pumping works and educating on that. So we are trying to pump and everything. Nothing is coming out. So that was, of course, discouraging. Like, hey, what's going on? I want to breastfeed. Where's the milk at? So again, they keep on encouraging, be patient, don't give up. Actually, our bodies don't release breast milk first right off the bat. We produce something that's called colostrum, which is considered milk liquid gold because it's yellow tinged in color, but it's nutrient dense, packed with all these great things that help your baby, and that actually is what your body produces first. And so mine actually took a couple of days. It took some time for it to come, but it finally did. But while in the hospital, since the babies weren't latching appropriately, me and my husband decided to introduce them to formula. Now, this wasn't the initial plan, and you know, God has a way of doing things. Throughout my whole pregnancy, I'm praying, God, I want to produce all the, I want to be able to breastfeed exclusively and all this stuff. And yeah, we had my expectations and desires versus reality. So it didn't really pair up. But I was still able to breastfeed, but I did have to do the hybrid feeding and supplement with formula at times. So I learned early on, a fed baby is a happy baby. So it's very important to remember that. Once I got home and everything, and we're leaving the hospital, and my milk has finally came in after the colostrum. Your milk finally comes in after a couple of days. So it came in, but now I'm running into the issue that I'm not producing enough. These babies like to eat. So I'm making breast milk, but it's not enough. So I just had to make sure to show myself grace, and it was hard, you know, swallowing that pill initially, because like I said, I wanted to exclusively breastfeed the twins and everything, and it just didn't work out that way, but that was okay. So there were some days, the plans that we had was I'm going to nurse them and pump as much as possible, and whatever milk comes out, that's what I'm giving them, and then we will supplement with formula to meet their needs. And that worked out for us. So there were some days where they got a lot of breast milk and barely any formula or none, and then there were some days where I just wasn't producing enough and they would get more formula on certain days. So it just varied, but again, it worked out for us. And you know, when it comes to your breast milk supply, I was trying everything. I tried the lactation cookies, I tried the teas, I tried the herbal supplements. I think it was something called fenugreek or something like that. I ate crazy amounts of oatmeal. I actually like oatmeal, so it wasn't too bad eating, but I ate a lot of oatmeal. I had little massages to place to try to help with the stimulation. All of these different tricks I was trying, you know, and again, my body just wasn't producing enough, and it was hard swallowing that and being okay. Having to let go of the dream I had of wanting a freezer full of breast milk and, you know, all this stuff. Yeah, that wasn't our reality. So it was all good. You just have to do what is best for your baby and you. And like I said, fed baby is a happy baby. Say hi, guys. They're getting sleepy, y'all. Tandem feeding them really was not our thing, just because they're squirmers. They would like to be kicking each other and doing all this extra stuff. And for those who don't know, tandem feeding is just you feeding your babies together simultaneously. They have special pillows that can help with all of that. Again, that just wasn't my thing. I tried a couple of times, but for the most part, when it came to nursing them, I just did one at a time. And although that made it a little bit longer in the process, that just worked best for us. As far as breastfeeding goes, you want to make sure that you are signaling your body to make enough. So how you do that is you need to release the amount that you want to be given back, or to have your body produce more and more. So that means you are nursing every couple of hours, or some say on demand. And then also when you are breast pumping, doing that every couple of hours. So initially, like early on when they were smaller, the first couple months, I was shooting for 2 to 3 hours, and it got so exhausting, y'all, not gonna lie. Just having to live in those increments of, every 3 hours I got a pump. It just was so tiring. So as they got older and we started eating more solid foods and all that stuff, I did space out the pumping and stretched it out a bit. But again, to have your body make more, you wanna pump frequently, nurse frequently. And then if you don't do that, you run into the issue of dealing with engorgement. And I dealt with that. Some say you only get it the first couple of weeks or months, but I feel like I dealt with that on and off throughout the whole 15 months. Because there were times like, listen, if you get lazy with your pumping or nursing, then you run the risk of engorgement. And that is just when your breast becomes super full, but the milk can't come out, and you just feel like there are rocks and boulders sitting on top of your chest. It hurts, it's painful, it's not fun. Reducing all of that, yeah, one of the things I will not miss about breastfeeding is dealing with the engorgement. So yeah, that's pretty much my breastfeeding journey. Words of advice I just want to share to those breastfeeding moms out there, especially with your twins. It's a lot of work. Just be patient. Give yourself grace. Don't let the mom shaming and mom guilt take over you, because it can be very overwhelming. It just takes some time. Just be patient. If you're a mom who wasn't able to breastfeed their baby at all, or only did it for a short period of time, hats off to you. Whatever the case may be, it doesn't make you a bad mom if you're unable to breastfeed for whatever reasons. You just do you and do what's best for you and your babies. All right, you guys, sending lots of love, joy, and a whole lot of peace. Y'all let me know down below in the comments what your journey was breastfeeding your twins, or even if you don't have twins, just your breastfeeding journey in general, things you liked, disliked, and all that good stuff. So we will talk soon, you guys.